is on the hill. Your catcher's number 23, Kyle Casperson. Going over to first base, we have number 20, Zach Burke. Your second baseman is Chase Cleverenga. Your third baseman is number 8, Kyle Johnson. And rounding out the infield, your shortstop, number 2, Gabe Taylor. Going out into left field, we have number 19, Evan Conley. In center field, we have number 5.
I'm going to be over there for righties.
Hi, good to see you.
Was it those? I'm going to go over there for right-handers.
He's first up. No, Jared Fike is pitching this one, and after we win this one, he'll be. I think he'll be pitching the next. Good to see you, Marcy.
Good to see you too.
Absolutely, die hard.
That's what I was
Watch a great baseball game.
Okay, folks, here we are live at Foss High School. Your Lakeside Lions versus the Capital Cougars. Grady Stock on the mound for the Cougars, going to be facing the Lions leadoff hitter Corbin Carroll. First time in these playoffs, the Lions have been the visiting team. And here we go, here's Stock's first pitch. And it's a called strike. And that curveball was way up there. 1-1. Swing and a miss. He took something off of that. Change up, I believe. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, don't give in. Here we go.
Ball's low, 2-2. Good eye, quick reflexes for the Mariners center fielder. Hard to see him swing at a bad pitch. Runs the count full. I was going to say, never see him swing at a bad one. There's the ball hit deep to center field. Center fielder's on his horse, back, way back, might be out here, could be. It bounces over the fence for a ground rule double, I'm pretty sure. He unloaded on Stock. Yep, they're going to run Carroll back to second. All turf field here. Not very old. The rubber is new. Carroll hits these balls very high, so when they come down, if no one gets a glove on them, they're going to take a big bounce. He hit that probably right to the edge of the warning track, and it bounced over the fence right near the scoreboard. A leadoff double on a 3-2 pitch. So that at bat did a lot of things. It ran Stock's pitch count up to 6. On the first hitter, brings up Zane Baker with a run around on second. Checks the runner. Here's a pitch. Oh! Inside, but the umpire calls it a strike, so we're getting a glimpse, maybe a preview of the width of his strike zone today. Curveball over Baker's head. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's what all that extra work does for Corbin Carroll. First one here, last one to leave First one to the park, last one to leave. Here's a pitch to Baker. Ground ball, foul down the third baseline. Even the count 2-2. About to say about Carroll, a hard worker. First to the park, last to leave. Always has a batting tee with him, taking extra strokes. Long look by Stock. Batter calls timeout. Ball's inside, Baker turns away. And we had another full count here. Lions wouldn't mind running this guy's pitch count up, getting him out of there early. Ball 4, Lions have the first 2 batters on. Brings up William DeForest, Charlie Wright on deck.
Hang in there, bud. Hang with it.
Long way to go here in this game.
Hey, roll pair right here. Let's go.
Stepping in your catcher, number 17, William. DeForest.
Runners go. Not a chance. Double steal. What else can you do with all that speed on the bases? That pitch was a strike to DeForest. Taken all the way, knowing what his teammates were going to be doing out on the base paths. Takes that one high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, fine. Let's go now. Hunt out.
Up and away. 2-1. 15 pitches for Stock here. And nobody out, runners in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Ground ball out to the second baseman. He's going to give up the run for the out. Baker makes over to third as Carroll crosses the plate. Lions take a 1-0 lead. He's going to bring Charlie Wright to the plate on that 4-3 RBI putout.
Stepping to the plate, your third baseman, number 14, Charlie Wright.
Here's Stock's pitch to Wright. Comebacker. Checks the runner at third. And Baker's going to score anyway. Speed never takes a holiday, people. 2-0 Lions. RBI for Wright.
Luke, step on out. Spun out.
2 down, bases empty, but the Lions have struck twice. Curveball drops in to Luke Porter, the designated hitter. Swings and fouls the ball off to the left. 0-2 to Porter.
Let's jump Porter.
Oh, there's that Bugs Bunny 12-6 curveball. Well, Porter's seen it now. He'll know what to look for the next time. But call down on strikes to end the inning. But the Lions pick up 2 in the top of the first. 2-0. $2-0-20. I got 20 pitches for Stock. They're up there? Okay.
defensively real quick. The battery mate, number 18, Jared Sykes. The catcher, number 17, William. Over at first base, we have number 9, Angus Dillon.
Go get him.
Their second base,
Somebody go get him.
number 10,
Huh?
Andrew Chase.
Yeah.
Their third baseman,
If I didn't have to unhook so much, I'd go up there myself.
and the shortstop, number 5, Zane Baker. Going out into the outfield and left field, we have number 6, Jake Coleman. Going over to center field, we have number 7, Corbin Carroll. And rounding out your starting 9, your right fielder, number 21, Jackson Andrews.
And you know your Mariners defensive lineup, the same as it been pretty much all year. Ficus on the mound, taking his turn. DeForest behind the plate. Dillon at first, Chan at second, Wright at third, Baker at short. And left to right, we go Corman, Carroll, Trope. No. Jackson Andrews is playing right field today. Leading off for the Capital Cougars, Silas Jensen, the right fielder.
Right fielder, number 7, Silas Jensen.
Ficus's first pitch is swung on and missed. Second pitch is up and away. There's that wide strike zone coming into play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That may be a signature of this particular umpiring crew. The umpire who called the last game had a wide strike zone, both to the left and right side of the plate. We'll have to see how these develop. Ficus brings a 1-2 pitch. Oh, gets away from him. 2-2. Ball drifts wide. Runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Jensen is the big hitter for the Cougars. I think he hit .444 this year. Swings and misses. Is not getting that one. 1 up, 1 down. Brings up number 3, Chase Cleveringa, second baseman.
Now coming to the plate, your second baseman, number 3, Chase Cleveringa.
There it is, that outside corner. 0-1. One. Ficus having trouble finding the plate here. He's throwing a lot of balls up and away. Working out the bugs. He'll come in. Fouled away. 2-2. He's probably trying to find that corner that the umpires will give him. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the first, 2-0 Lions, if you're just joining us. Swing and a miss. Foul tip into the glove, and Cleveringa's down. 2 up, 2 down via the K.
You're good. No, switch sides. We're good.
Brings up Kyle Casperson.
Kyle Casperson.
And he quickly calls for a timeout. Perhaps considering the fate of his prior two teammates. Wants to loosen up with an extra swing here. See if he can catch up with this heat. And he does, but he hits a two-hopper out to Baker, scoops it, throws it across, and the inning's over. 3 up, 3 down on that 6-3 put out. Lions come to the bat in the top of the second with a 2-0 lead. Scott, I got 12. What do you got?
I got 12.
I'm going to run up and see if I can clear up the name on Ficus.
Hey, I'm Mike. Yeah, you're Charlie's dad? Right on. Thanks for football coach. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks for doing this, by the way.
As the official fundraising partner of the WIAA, SnapRaise is committed to helping your program achieve its fundraising goals. With a streamlined online platform and personal support from a community of dedicated campaign directors, SnapRaise guarantees the fundraising results you need so you can focus on what matters most. Learn more at snap-raise.com/WIAA. That's snap-raise.com/WIAA.
Oh, 1-4, I'm kidding.
Okay. Jackson Andrews leading off. Takes a hack and misses at the first pitch from Stock. Top of the second. And a call strike, and he's quickly in the hole. The pitcher should not take too much stock in that because Andrews is a good two-strike hitter, and he puts the bat on the ball, takes the 3-hop around to the shortstop, throws across, and gets his man.
Don't miss, Jake. Don't miss yours, Jake. Come on out, on time.
And here comes the Lions left fielder, Jake Corman. Had an excuse me swing there at the first pitch. Adrenaline, reflexes are a little on edge. He kind of wanted that. Tried to pull the bat back, but takes a curveball for a strike, and Stock is quickly ahead, as he was with Andrews. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, and he calls him out. And you know Stock's going to look to get that curveball running today. It's looking good so far. He's looking for a quicker inning this time too to keep his pitch count down. Brings up Angus Dillon. Takes a called strike. There's the ball that's going to drop. Stock gets it, turns and throws to the first baseman. A 1-3 put on and a very quick inning for Stock. Only 8 pitches. It brings him up to 28.
That was the fly ball, but actually a fielding and throwing for the out.
4-3.
Eight.
28.
Yep, 28.
My phone over here, did you?
Your phone? No.
Somewhere. I could have left in the car for all I know. There we go.
Okay.
So you're broadcasting a picture too? The person can see the picture in a little bit of the field.
I have a wide angle lens on so they can see everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
thinks everything's tiny, but in theory.
Well, yeah, the infield's pretty good. They can see that pretty good if they're watching on a larger screen.
You see where the action goes from the other guys.
Oh yeah, yeah, and then along with my my verbiage,
Oh yeah.
it makes for a good experience. Hopefully, before they didn't have anything this way. Parents who can't make it, they get to see their kids play.
For kids who never grew up with radio, this is sort of the opportunity to talk about the old radio broadcast.
Okay, we're ready to go here in the bottom of the second. Throw down by DeForest. And number 8, Kyle Johnson, third baseman, comes to the plate.
Leading off the bottom of the second inning for the Cougars. Your third baseman, number 8, Kyle Johnson.
Ficus working from the stretch. Throws a ball in the outside corner. Ficus threw but 12 pitches in the last inning. If he can keep that pattern up the whole game, he could go the whole way. Always a challenge for a fastball strikeout pitcher, though. He didn't throw a lot of balls, but... Oh. Just a little low and away. 2-0. That one fouled up and off to the right. 1 ball, 2 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Number 5, center fielder Grady Lindekugel on deck. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Haven't seen Ficus's breaking stuff yet that I recall. That was the express, and Linda Johnson fouled it back. 2-2 still. There it is. Curveball drops in. 1 up, 1 down. So Stock is not the only Bugs Bunny here today. Probably about 11:30 to 5:30 on Ficus's curveball. Stock's maybe an 11:58 to 5:27. Ooh, up and away. Something like that if I got my math right. Ball 1. 5:28. Grady Lindekugel, center fielder for the Cougars. Fouls that fastball into the ground off to the left. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. He got none of that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hitter calls timeout. Curveball over his head. Ficus's preparation and delivery looks composed. Leans in to get his signal. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. Lindekugel's down on strikes. 4 strikeouts.
That's going to bring up your first baseman, number 20, Zach Burke.
Zach Burke, first baseman. Ficus in hunt of that outside corner again with these left-handed hitters. Still hasn't zeroed in on it. That might have been it, but Burke fouls it away. 1 ball, 1 strike. If you saw a blockage of the screen there, it was temporary. I'm trying to create some sun blocks and deflectors of the sun here. Umpire said he did not offer. Runs the count 2-1. And Burke fouls another one away. Runs the count even. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called in the inside corner. Strikes out the side. 15 pitches for Ficus that inning. Let's see if my other statistician in the booth concur. The Capital fans are barking behind me in disagreement with that call.
Is the pitch count, is this them and this is us? So home and guest, okay.
Well, obviously.
I've got 28.
We got 28 for both.
Yeah, they're on off. We got 28. I've got 28 each.
I had 27. What do they have?
They got 28 each. They got 29 for us.
Oh, no. Oh, boy, but they're going to stand whatever they have, right?
Well,
They have. So I had Ficus at 27, but and you got 20.
they got 28 for us, 29 for them. I've got 28 for them. What do you have for them?
For them, I have. I got 28 for them.
Yeah, you and I are right. We're consistent with him. They're off by 1.
Okay, but I had Ficus with 27. But how many do you have him with?
I got him with 28. They've got him with 28. They've got him with 28.
Okay, good. Hey, Scott, would you ask Dylan to come by? Would you ask Dylan to come by? Okay. Here we go. Top of the 3rd, leading off. Andrew Chen takes the ball low.
Come on, Chen.
And
Come on, Chen, come on now.
how did that not hit him? Or how did he not let it hit him? 2 balls, no strikes. That's something good for the jersey and a base runner. Of course, it could have been in the ribs. Ball 3 is low. 3-0, and Chan can run. Takes a strike. Is he going to take another, or is he going to be trying to poke something somewhere? Swing and a miss. Runs the count full.
Come on, Chen, come on now.
Good to see him get back into Stock's pitch count, though.
Come on now.
Ball 4, and speed is on first. Lead-off walk. Brings it back to the top of the order.
Takes back to the top of the order. Your center fielder, number 7, Corbin Carroll.
Corbin Carroll leading off. Hit that ground rule double that hopped over the center field fence, leading off the game. Stock stretch. Carroll shows bunt, comes back. Can you just check your phone? see if I'm broadcasting? I can't see the screen, and it's dark. One ball, no strike. Ball wide, 2-0. And catcher wants to talk to Stock. They are in murderer's row here, folks, with nobody down and a speedy runner on first base. Carroll could in the position to still lay down a bunt down either line and potentially beat it down if you got it on the line. And then it doesn't get any easier behind Carroll with Baker, DeForest, and Wright behind him. 2 balls, no strikes. Stock into the stretch. Here's the pitch. A ball away, 3-0.
Let's go, Brett. You got it, Brett. Work back, bud.
Here's a 3-0 pitch. Oh no, double play ground ball. This could be rare. Oh! First time this season. A 4-6-3 double play, and just like, oh, that's big. With that kind of speed and the ability of Carroll to put the bat on the ball hard as he always does, but on the ground this time to the second baseman, proved to be the undoing of a potentially big inning. And Stock comes back with Bugs Bunny for a first strike to Baker.
That brings up your shortstop, Zane Baker.
Line drive foul down the left field line.
Take your time, Zane. Your box, huh?
Oh, that's going to hurt. Well, maybe not. Right now it does. Swing and a miss. And
What your count was for Andrew Chen? The pitch is just what happened.
I had him full count.
Um,
Had 3-2 count when he walked.
yeah, okay, they're off by one. Okay. What do you got for pitch count right now?
Let me see. Let me add them all up here real quick. 6 and 4, 10, and 3 is 13.
Plus 40.
13 and 28, 41.
Yeah, I've got 41. I think they've got him at 42.
Good, yes, thank you.
Boy, that sure looked like it was going to be something big for the Lions. Carroll swinging on an 3-0 pitch. Ball was a little too low, and he got on top of it and grounded it into that double play. Oof. Oh well, here we go. Pick it up and move on. Bottom of the third, and Ficus will be facing the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Carson Caro, Evan Conley, and Gabe Taylor.
All right, Carter, get us rolling, bud.
And leading off your third inning for the Capital Cougars, your designated hitter, number 4, Carson Caro.
Four.
Swing and a miss. 0-1. Fastball right down the chute. Taken by Carroll to dig himself a little hole here, 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 6 strikeouts for Ficus. And there is no evidence of the threatened rain for this afternoon. I'm looking around me, 360 here. I see nothing but blue skies and some scattering clouds. Scattered clouds. Brings up Evan Conley, left-handed hitter, number 8 hitter. And he gives Ficus a haircut. And Carroll tried to throw him out from center field. Conley beat that by a half a step. One out single brings up Gabe Taylor, the number 9 hitter, shortstop.
That brings up your shortstop, Gabe Taylor.
Swing and a miss at that high ball. 0-1.
Roll on, Derek. Come on out.
Lions like to turn their own twin killing here. That would really keep Ficus's pitch count down and move us into the 4th. Here's a pitch. Foul back, 0-2. The 7th strikeout would be okay too. Silas Jensen, leadoff and leading hitter for. There's a ball that's hit deep to left. And Corman hauls it in for the 2nd out. Two down. Silas Jensen, leadoff hitter, struck out to lead off the game. Lead off the bottom of the 1st for the Cougars.
Silas Jensen.
Ficus checks a runner. Ground ball out to Chen at 2nd. Soft toss over to Dillon, and the inning's over. First pitch swinging. Going to give Ficus an 8-pitch inning. Scotty? I had him for 8 that inning. How many did you?
I got a total of 36. So he was at 28, so that would be 8. So 28 days.
And what do they have him at 36 as well? Good. Okay. 36 through 3 for Ficus, an average of 12.
The WIAA thanks Spalding for providing the Spalding Pro Series baseball as the official ball for the WIAA State Championship Tournament. Follow the WIAA on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook using the handle @WIAAWA to get updates on the latest WIAA news, events, and state championship results.
And we're ready to go again. Top of the 4th. Lions with a 2-0 lead. And DeForest take a called strike.
That brings up your catcher, William DeForest.
Lions want to get some more runs, get some more space between them. Takes the ball outside between them and the Cougars. Oh, sorry. And there's another strike on the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Curveball poked in the left, and the left fielder crawls under it. Puts it away for the first down. Brings up Charlie Wright. Hit a tapper back to the first baseman. Was a little casual in his toss to the first baseman, and as soon as Baker saw that, he busted for home. By the time the first baseman got the ball back to the catcher, Baker was across with the Lions. Wright throws a beauty down the first baseline. They're not going to get it. They're not going to get that. Beautiful bunt single.
On Luke, good job. Don't miss yours, huh?
Porter called out on that Bugs Bunny back in the first.
Know what's coming, Luke.
And 3 pitches. He could not handle Stock the last time, but he knows the repertoire now for Stock, and he takes strike 1. Wright can run out there. Let's see if Sundin puts him in motion or not. Not a very big lead. And Porter takes a hack and misses.
Know what's coming, huh?
Or fouls it back, I should say.
Adjust. Fastball adjust, come on now.
No balls, 2 strikes to Porter. Stock into this.
Good, Luke.
Hitter called timeout right before that delivery. Wright twitched over there. Looked like he might have been going. His lead wasn't very big, though. Strike 3. Porter caught looking again. 2 down. Brings up Jackson Andrews, Lions right fielder.
Come on, Jackson.
And 2 down, that's going to bring up your right fielder, number 21, Jackson Andrews.
Wright's off. Good jump. Throw down. Wright slid across the bag, and umpire called him out. Going to be a close call, but when he slid off the bag, you knew that was it. So Jackson will lead off the inning, the top of the 5th. But for now, we're going to the bottom of the 4th. Lions holding on to a 2-0 lead. Ficus back out to the mound. Okay.
What happened on that?
He overslid the bag and got tagged out. Umpire was waiting on his call. I think it looked like it was going to be close.
I thought he was in.
Yeah. When he slid across the bag, then that was it. So just a caught stealing. Oh, pitch count.
50 and 36.
I had him for 8. Run him up to 48.
Well, Jared's pitching now.
Right. I mean for them.
So I've got him at 36. I got the other guy at 50.
Okay.
Let's see. I think he was at 41 or 43. Let me see what I got here.
All right. That pitch was probably a.
That was a strike.
Oh, that was a ball. You're right. Or it was a strike. Okay. Good. So that's 9 pitches in, and yeah. So I'm got him at 50 too. And 38 for Jared. 38 for Jared. I had 36. 36. Okay. Ficus' first offering to Cleveringa drifts outside, 1-0. And that one's high,
Finish up.
2-0. There's that corner. Boy, that was well into the right-handed batter's box. Umpire went a little wide that time, and the Capital fans let him know it. And I'm getting it right in both of my ears here. They're right behind me. That one was low, 3-1. Scooted past the catcher. And everybody back there thinks that's ball 4.
Come on, Jared, right at it. Come on out.
Cleveringa, second baseman. Pops one, right's gonna get it. Oh, fighting the sun. Does a little leap. A lip is a cross between a leap and a skip, but he jumped and got the ball, is what I was trying to say. So pop out to the third baseman for the first out, brings up Kyle Casperson, the catcher. Curveball too far inside and too high. Casperson leans away from it, 1-0. And that curveball dropped in. So back-to-back curveballs by Ficus. One pays off, one doesn't. 1-1 count. One out, bottom of the fourth. 2-0 Lions if you're just joining us. Oh, there it is again. Everybody knew that but the batter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Casperson grounded down a hot 2-hopper to the shortstop back in the first inning. Baker playing back on the grass. Batter calls a timeout. Ficus given up 1 hit so far while striking out 6. Takes the ball high. Runs the count up to 2-2. Oh, and he's going to have his first hit batsman of the day. Drills him, looked like it might have got him in the ribs or... Yeah, he's dragging his left arm a little. Trying to mask that, but you got to know that hurt. Although it was a curveball. 1 out, 1 on. Brings up Kyle Johnson, struck out looking in the second on a 2-2 count. And the catcher Casperson has a pinch runner.
Jared, tack up.
Ficus comes back with his curveball. It's been about 50-50 with it today. There's the ball hit down the right side, and Andrews makes the catch, gets the ball back into Chen. For the second out of the inning, the runner retreats. To the bag. Brings up Grady Lindekugel, center fielder, struck out swinging in the second. Ball's up and away.
Go, Jared.
Curveball stayed up, 2-0.
Come on, Jared, attack.
Swing and a miss, throw down. And all Dylan's responsibility where that time was making sure to catch that ball thrown up and away towards the right field line, and a couple of bases for the base runner. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a 2-1, 3-1.
Jake.
Here's Ficus's pitch, and it's outside. And for the first time in the game, Capital has 2 runners on and a runner at second base. 3-1 pitch was wide. 2 down, runner to the first and second. Number 20, Zach Burke, struck out looking back in the second. Ground ball out to Baker. He's going to step on the bag himself. Thought about tossing it to Chin. Said, no, I better get there. No point in transferring, risking anything. He steps on the bag and jumps over the sliding runner. Inning over on a 6 unassisted fielder's choice. I, 54, 54, 54 all around. Whew. 54 through 4 is not bad. That puts him at 108 through 8. Oh, give me a hand, Scott. Slow, again, slow. 67, 70.
Come on, Jackson. Sit on it. Come on now, kid.
Okay, here we go. Top 5. Jackson Andrews leading off. Takes the ball low. Comes Stock, second pitch, and hammered foul down to Coach Kellen Sundin. He gets that back in on a hop to the catcher, Casperson, I think. And umpire gives Stock a new horsehide. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's Stock's pitch. Swing and a miss. That one was high.
So it's coming, Jackson. Gotta hit it. Good, Jackson.
Andrews calls for a timeout. Swing and a miss, drops the ball. Catcher steps out in front of the plate, throws a strike to the first baseman for the K-2-3 putout. 1 up, 1 down brings Jake Corman to the plate, struck out looking his first time up. There's a hopper over the mound. Second baseman gets going to have to throw on the run. And first baseman. Nice backhand scoop on that bouncer. 4-3 put out. 5 pitches, 2 outs. Brings up Angus Dillon. Hit a comebacker himself back in the second. Stock into the wind. Here's a pitch. Right down the pipe. 0-1. Low and away.
Go, Angus.
1-1.
1-1.
The scoreboard has 2-0 up there. The umpire tried to give him a correction. They're not taking, and Dylan flinches at that curveball and
Have to protect Angus.
finds himself in the hole. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's Stock's pitch. And Dylan pokes it over the third baseman's head. How far is he going to go? He's digging for 2. Left fielder's up with the ball, and he's going to go in with a 2-out double.
Yes, say yes.
Nice piece of hitting by Angus Dillon there. Hit that one off.
Season?
His first double of the season.
I think so.
Hit that ball off the handle. And
Pinch run.
going to have a pinch runner. Evan Brown's going to run for Dillon. Speedy pitcher is Evan Brown. Been on the shelf all season with a sore shoulder. And Dillon will come back in, no doubt.
Go ahead.
Will re-enter the game when the Lions get back on defense. But runs could be a premium here in this game. Stock has found his groove. 2-0 lead may not be enough. So if any way the Lions can get this extra run in, they want to do it. That's the play here. And Chen swings through the first pitch, a fastball.
Now batting number 10, Andrew Chin.
No. Uh-oh. Here's a pitch. Bugs Bunny. 0-2. Stock's curveball.
And running at second base is Evan Brown.
And Stock looks Brown back. The Edmonds Woodway Warriors have made their way back to the field, getting ready for to face the winner of this game. Chin swings and misses the ball. Umpire's going to make him throw it down. Catcher dropped it. K-2-3. Lions will bring the top of the order up in the 6th. Ficus' responsibility, his duty, and he's up for it, and you know it, to hold him down for another inning in the bottom of the 5th. And the Lions will maybe put some more space between them and the Cougars in the top of the 6th. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We have to face the Cougars here in the bottom of the 5th. Going to have the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Cougars.
Calling all coaches. Looking for an opportunity to interact, learn, and share experiences with other coaches.
You okay?
Want to have a lasting impact on your athletes? Register now for the WIAA Coaches School, July 26th through 28th at the Yakima Convention Center. This 2-day event fulfills WIAA Coaches' standard requirements for 3 years and offers sport-specific training at no additional cost, all in one convenient location. Register at wiaa.com/coachesschool.
And Ficus' first pitch is hit into the gap, bounces off the right fielder's glove, but he picks it up in time to get it back. To the shortstop. And the leadoff hitter's on for the Cougars here in the bottom of the 5th. Brings up Evan Conley, singled over Ficus' head, and his last at bat in the 4th. Shows bunt, takes a ball low. Showing bunt again. Hits one to right. Right's going to go down to second. Oh no, and Baker couldn't pick it. It was a one-hopper. Wright was on it in plenty of time, but it caught Baker by surprise. Guess that's going to be an E5.
And that's going to bring up your shortstop, number 2, Gabe Taylor.
Shows bunt again. It's up in the air. Ficus catches it. One down. Back to the top of the order. Silas Jensen. Hey, Scott. Scott. What did Jensen do his last time up? He ended the inning. I just forget what it was.
Silas Jensen.
Ground out to second.
Thank you.
Ground out to second.
Ficus first offering. Thank you. Curveball away. One out. Runners at first and second. Oh! Wright was moving back, thinking the runners were going. Had to charge to get that ball and get the speedy Jensen, and he did it. The runners were going, so Wright was back to cover. Had to come back and get that ball. Good play. Swinging bunt. Capitals coach calls a timeout to get a pinch runner for the runner at second. So Jensen on a 5-3 putout. Two down. Cleveringa at the plate. Tying runs on the base on second and third. Catcher sets up on the outside part of the plate. A little too far outside for the umpire. 1 ball, no strikes. Cleveringa struck out in the first, popped down to the third baseman in the fourth. Ficus' second pitch, hit out to Carroll. He's got it, and the threat is over. Third down of the inning. Way to go, Lions. And the error by the third baseman Wright did not come back to haunt them. Wright worked hard to make up for that by getting that putout, that second putout of the inning on Jensen. Always focused, ready to move. Hey, Scotty. I have Jared at 62. How are you?
62 for Jared, 62 for Stock, and the officials up there, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Last year, that helped 25,000 Washington students. One more at investn.org.
Lions, top of the order. Corbin Carroll here, top of the 6, leading it off.
Hey, John, Seth, come on now.
Stock leads him off with a curveball. It was high. And a strike on the outside corner.
Ball room out there. Come on, Seth.
Oh, that curveball on the outside corner. Stock's playing the corners pretty well, and the top with that curveball dropping in. That whole upper and right side. And there's a ground ball that's going to, Carroll is on his horse. Is he going to get, oh! Second baseman's going to get the ball there in time. 4-3, put out. Brings up Baker, who's walked and struck out. He's wrestled with the Stock's curveball. And there he hits a high hopper down to the third baseman. Baker on his horse. Then the first baseman cannot dig this one. Going to be an E5. First pitch swinging, and Baker is on.
Good job, Defoe. Come on now.
Brings up DeForest.
Scoreboard, there's 1 out. 1 out on the scoreboard.
Led the Metro League, 3A League this year with 10 doubles. And if he gets another one of those, Baker with a big lead over there, you got to think Stock's going to throw over. And he does. Baker dives back. Remember, Baker scored that second run back in the first on what basically a long single turned into a double. Oh! And it's going to be a stolen base. Baker steals the bag. Wow, DeForest swung at that inside pitch. That was not the planned play, I don't think, but Baker got caught in the middle. Catcher wasn't sure where to go. He threw down the first, and that was all Baker needed. Head first, easy stolen base. 1 strike on DeForest, scoring with a runner in scoring position. 2 strikes on that curveball. That's been really effective for Stock today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
What was the count you just had? Was it 1-2 or 0-2?
I had it.
At 0-2. I think.
It was a 1-2 or 0-2 last pitch.
Oh, okay, no
Yeah,
problem.
there we go, there we
No
go.
problem.
That's what I thought, thank you, yeah. Brings up Charlie Wright with a runner in scoring position. 1 for 2 with an RBI. Hoping to poke something somewhere. Not going to be on that pitch. It's a fastball away. Wright's looking for the big hit here.
Your third baseman, Charlie Wright.
Throw back. Baker back in sliding.
That's congrats, Charlie. Come on out. Hey, turf out there.
Stock will throw that curveball anywhere. And Baker's making Stock nervous here. Which is giving a little advantage to Wright. Could affect Stock's control. Here's a pitch. Curveball blown away.
On Charlie, way out.
2-0. Wright hits the ball in the center field, and the center fielder's going to make a play out of it for the third out. So the Lions' top four could not get anything in. Got a runner to second, but they're going to have to leave it there. Coming to the bottom of the sixth with a 2-0 lead. Ficus back out to the mound.
Invest Ed is a statewide nonprofit that partners with over 600 schools to provide immediate help to individual students in need with things like athletic fees, band uniforms, eyeglasses, or graduation expenses. Last year, Invest Ed helped over
73?
25,000 Washington
73?
Yep. And 62.
more at
They're good. Same thing.
invested.org. I'd also like to remind everyone, please, no sunflower seeds, shelled peanuts in the stands anywhere on the location. Thank you.
Bottom of the sixth, Ficus will be facing the 3-4-5 hitters, Casperson, Johnson, Lindekugel. Casperson grounded out to the shortstop and flew out to the right fielder. Nope. Casperson grounded out to the shortstop and was hit by a pitch and made it as far as second base. 2-0 here in the bottom of the sixth. 62 pitches for 63 for Jared Ficus.
Good spot, Jared.
Curveball fell a little short. And that one does too. A couple of soft curveballs that didn't quite make it to the plate. Well, made it to the plate, but low into the catcher's glove. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball out. 3-0.
Worked in.
Four-pitch walk to the leadoff hitter here. What? Casperson had thrown his bat away, and I'd already written it in. I'll take it, but it was definitely ball 4. I think umpires don't like being shown up throwing the bat away like that. And he's going to take strike 2.
That was a strike. He was caught in the field. Get involved.
And Ficus, with a little help of the umpires, at a 3-2 pitch. Here we go. Fouled back.
Spot, Jared.
And he singles in the left. Ficus took something off of it, and Johnson waited on it and poked it in the left for the Cougars' second hit of the game. Brings up Kyle Johnson. Struck out looking in the second, flew out to right in the fourth.
Here we go. Hey, keep us going, huh?
Ficus at only 69 pitches. Throws a ball low.
Here we go, KJ, huh? Have some fun, kid. Square something up.
Might be having a little lag in his energy here. He hasn't thrown his fastball, hasn't been popping leather. Don't have a gun on him though. There it was. That's that old fastball we're used to seeing. Here's a pitch to Johnson. Oh, Look good from here. Umpire called it a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Evens the count, 2-2. Ficus looking for the punch hand here. He hasn't had one since the 3rd. Struck out the 6th batter in the 3rd inning, and since then it's been all defense for the Lions. And there's a ball bounce foul down the first baseline. Everybody's ready to go again. Ficus with the signal. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Johnson. And both umpires say he did not go. I saw bat over the plate from here. But I don't count when it comes to those decisions. Count is full. Toss over. Gets the runner back. There's a pinch runner for the catcher out there, for the catcher Casper. It's the number 6. 3-2 pitch. Are they going to send him on the pitch? Here's the pitch. They do not. The ball is hit into the gap. That's probably going to score a run. It's going to go. It's going to go in the Lions' favor. It's going to be a ground rule double and bounce over the wall. Going to bring a visit from Lions pitching coach Jack Roger, and the umpires think they've talked long enough, and they keep talking. They're going to let him get all the way out there. Maybe they'll pull him in on the conversation. Nobody out. Tying runs on in scoring position. Bottom of the 6th.
Get out. Come on out.
Grady Lindekugel. Curveball's high and in. Ficus wants to know where that pitch was. Then the Google calls for time. Steps back in, and here we go again. Curveball.
Good, William.
Away. 2 balls, no strikes.
Hey, find a way, 5. Come on, kid. Come on, Lindy, hook it. Go, find it right here, kid. Hunt out.
Hit the batter, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. See what the Lions are doing. They're staying with Ficus. Third baseman right, just about even with the bag. Same for Dillon. Infielders are a double play depth. They'll give up a run for a 2 outs. Zach Burke struck out and fouls one off of the umpire's instep. 0-1.
Good hustle, 4. Come on, Jed.
Burke hit a ground ball back to Baker in the fourth. Baker just stepped on the bag for the inning ending. Fielder's choice. Ficus needs to dig deep here. 0-2.
Good pitch, Jed. Good hustle, for it.
Capital trying to capitalize on this three base runners, nobody out situation. Bottom of the sixth. Here comes Ficus's pitch. Up and away.
Come on, Jed.
Ficus wants to dig deep and come back and get another one of those Ks that he hasn't seen since the third inning. High tension here at Foss. DeForest tried to frame it. Couldn't quite get there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nowhere to put Burke. He's sitting on dead red, you would think. And the twin killing. The twin killing. The 1, 2, 3 double play. Perfect. That still leaves the tying runs on out at second and third and brings up Carson Caro. Struck out in the third and singled back in the fifth. Ficus close to working off the hook. Not there yet, though. Got another big batter here with 2 runners, the tying runner on second.
Good.
Strike down the chute. A boost of energy for Ficus. Nicely played, young men. All of you. Ficus has his signal into the stretch. Catcher sets up on the onside part of the plate. Ball just a little too high and away. 1-1. You know, Ficus got a boost of adrenaline from catching that ball. Swing and a miss and an excuse me swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Perfect opportunity for that 7th strikeout here. Put some accent on it. Here comes Ficus's 1-2 pitch. Foul off. Caro spoils it. Ficus into the stretch. Pitcher sets up in the onside part of the plate. Here it comes. Oh, a little too far onside, and he could not frame it. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Great spot, Jed. Do it again.
Right here.
Here's Ficus's pitch. Swing and a miss! And Ficus works off the hook. Beautiful. Beautiful play. Spoiled Capital's first and biggest threat of the game so far. I have Ficus at 90 pitches. Let me check with my counterparts. Scotty? Scotty. Slow, slow. Oh my God, it's worse than the last time. Thank you, guys.
On Luke. Need you on, Luke. Come on now. On your way on.
Luke Porter, top of the 7th, facing Stock. And he hits a ball that's going to be caught by the second baseman. A soft pop out for the first down of the inning. Well, one up, one down. And Jackson Andrews takes a called strike. Stocks pitched a good game after that rough first inning. And Andrews hits a foul over the left side. The Capital coach picked it up. No balls, 2 strikes to Andrews. And a comebacker to Stock. 1-3 put out, and just like that, they're 2 down. Brings up Jake Corman. Struck out and grounded to second.
What?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. No, it was then. Yeah. On Jules.
Hey, we got a pinch hitter for Corman. Julian Sanders. Had a few pinch hitting duties this year, and everything he stroked has been hit hard.
Julian, come on out.
Batting number 25, Julian Sanders.
And he
On Julian.
takes
Right hit.
Stock's first offering, curveball for a called strike. And he swings and misses the second one, another breaking ball. 0-2. Ball's low.
On Julian.
And it remains to be seen. We're waiting to see if Ficus will come back out for the bottom of the 7th, or if it will bring a reliever in for him. He's thrown 90 pitches. And
Go.
Sanders strikes out. The catcher has to finish it off.
Number 6, re-enter.
Yes, Ficus is returning to the mound. Trying to bring this baby home.
Greg, you still okay?
Ficus will be facing 8-9-1. Got to make hay here with these first 2 batters. Leading off, Evan Conley singled over his head in the over Ficus's head in the first, then got on board with that bunt back to right in the 5th. That right threw errantly to Baker. That's Conley. After him, Gabe Taylor, flown out to left field, popped to the pitcher. And then they'll have to face the leadoff hitter, who also is 0 for 3, Silas Jensen. But one at a time here in the bottom of the 7th. Lions need 3 outs before 2 runs cross the plate. And Ficus has 15 pitches to do it, or we will see likely Charlie Wright. Or Jackson Andrews. Or Eli Trope. We'll have to wait and see, though. I mean, let's let Ficus finish it off. Here's Ficus. Hopefully he's still got some leftover adrenaline from that exciting last inning that'll drive him through to the finish here. Let's see. Yep, there's some smoke on that fastball. 0-1. And he bounces that one in. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Get blue.
Time you got, Mike? Thank you. Ficus into the stretch. Here's a 1-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He took something off of that. And he's ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good spot.
A little low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Conley choked up on the bat, protecting the plate. Here comes the pitch. Hits it down the left field foul line. Somebody out of the Capitol dugout on his horse to get that ball. Umpire's waiting for him to get the ball, turn around, and here we go. Here comes the pitch. Oh. Gets away from him, runs the count full. Oh, ball 4, he lost him. Brings a tying run to the plate, and here comes Coach Kellen Sundin. That could be it. I think that's going to be it for the hurler. And yes, you can see Andrews making that slow walk in from right field, right holding his position. So it looks like it's going to be Jackson Andrews. Yep, and Ficus gets a fist bump from his battery mate and heads toward the dugout and gets a hearty round of applause from the Lakeside fans here. And we're going to have a new mound. .96 pitches for Ficus on the afternoon. 7 strikeouts. He didn't have his usual high strikeout count, but he really buckled down and gritted it out, along with his with a stellar defense behind him.
Number 11.
That's going to send Eli Trope out into right field to take the place of Jackson Andrews, who's coming in to pitch. Andrew's going to try and nail down this save for Ficus. He's going through his warm-up pitches now. Catcher calls everyone back to the ready. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here, maybe?
And stepping over the Gators here, shortstop, number 2, Gabe Taylor.
Really? Okay, maybe his number's 2. I thought it was 20. Number 2 is at the plate. And he pops the first pitch up and away. All the people behind me are calling him Gabe, so I'm assuming they know who he is.
He's been there all game.
Curveball drops in, dipsy doodle, 0-2. What's Andrews going to come back with now? Only he knows for sure. Here comes the pitch, him and the catcher. Low and away. See if Taylor would offer at it, but he won't. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Leadoff hitter on at first with a walk. Oh, good idea to go up there because you know Taylor wanted to swing at that like he did the first pitch, but it was too high. 2-2. Andrews could come back up there again with a little more fine control. Hitter calls timeout. If he can get it around the shoulders, just below the shoulders, I think Taylor would offer at it and not get it. Let's see what happens. Oh, he's been calling that all day, and this time he does not. Runs the count full. Second full count for the Cougar hitters to lead off the game. Three-two count with a runner go. Doesn't have much of a lead. Ball 4. And just like that, the Cougars have the tying runs on again with nobody out. And they're to the top of the order with their big hitter, Silas Jensen. Hit .444 during the season. He's 0 for 3 today. Welcome.
Top of the order, your right fielder, number 7, Silas Jensen.
Andrews wants to talk to the catcher. No. Yeah. Here's Andrews' first pitch to Jensen. Tries to lay a bunt down and pushes the bat through it. Third baseman's in a bind here, whether to stay at home or to look for the bunt. He's got to play back. See if Jensen will go again. Yes, he is. And he hits it foul. He could go for it again if Wright stays back, but you know with 2 strikes on him, he bunts it foul, he's out. But he is their leadoff hitter, contact hitter. Anything could happen. It would be a gutsy call. 0-2. See what he does. Trope is quite shallow in right field. Curveball. Jensen fouls back. Ball's away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Andrews pretty good control. Could afford to waste another one. Here's his pitch. Curveball, and Jensen staying alive, fouls it back. Baseball at its best here. Full of hopes for the Cougars. Full of anxiety for the Lions. Right back at third. Here's the pitch. Swings through the curveball and misses. One down, a big out there, a big strikeout. Brings up Chase Cleveringa. Struck out, popped out to third, and flown out to center. Another lefty. Swings and fouls it away. The left fielder, Evan Conley, is not fleet of foot. I've seen him run a couple of times out there chasing down some balls, so it doesn't seem likely that Capital would put on any running plays here. They're going to need a hit. Jackson's second pitch. A little low and outside, 1-1.
Nice pitch, Jackson. 1 out.
Shows bunt, bunts it foul. How far back was the third baseman? Did you see, Mike?
I didn't see.
Yeah, I couldn't see how far back right was, but
It was a late square. I'm sure he was pretty far.
yeah,
Coming up on it.
couldn't see how far back right was there, but fortunately the ball went foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Andrew's going to come back to that curveball. Here's a pitch. No, it's a fastball away. 2-2. Wanting to put something on that wide strike of the umpires that Cleveringa could swing at and miss or take, but it was too far wide. And the catcher setting up this time pretty much straight behind the plate, a little to the outside. Here comes a pitch. Curveball inside, hits foul down the right field line. Count still 2-2. Lion sure would like a double play ground ball here. Something out to Chan or Baker. Here's Andrew's 2-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called, looking.
Go, Jackson.
2 down. Brings up Kyle Casperson.
And for the Capital Cougars, that's going to be with your catcher, number 23, Kyle Casperson.
Hit a 6-3 ground ball in the first. Hit by the pitch and made it to second base in the fourth. Hit a single back in the sixth over the shortstop, over the third baseman when Ficus led up on a 3-2 pitch. There's the throw back. Runner gets back. 2 out, 2 on. Bottom of the seventh, 2-0 Lion lead. Fielders are back. Oh my, that curveball,
Go, Jackson.
according to the umpire, fell a little short of the strike zone. 1-0. Casperson asked for a timeout, granted. Casperson, a big young man. If he got a hold of something, he could hit it a long way. But let's not put that possibility out there. Low and away. 2-0. Everything's narrowing down here. 2 outs, 2 on, 2 balls, no strike, 2-0 lead, bottom of the seventh. Here's Andrew's pitch. And that one's low. Andrew's trying to do it the hard way. Ooh. On deck is the cleanup hitter, Kyle Johnson. Here comes a 3-0 pitch from Andrews. Ball 4, the bases are going to be loaded. Second inning in a row, Capital has loaded the bases. And looks like Jack Rogers trying to get a question. And Jack Roger, pitching coach, gets timeout from the umpire for a visit. Too many possibilities to talk about here right now. Just going to let it play itself out, folks. Going to let the tension run on its own. Kyle Johnson hit a ground rule double back in the 6th inning. Bases loaded, 2 out. First pitch is a ball low. Johnson chokes up a little on the bat. Gives the batter a little bit more control. What they say. Here comes Andrew's second pitch. A curveball drifts away. 2-0. Infielders are back. There's a strike. Five Lions seniors are hoping the Lions can get through this inning, punch their ticket to Giesa Stadium. Andrews into the stretch. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. Strike 2 called. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Andrews has already struck out 2 batters this inning. It does not get any more tense than this, folks. As the saying goes, you could cut the tension with a knife. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bases loaded, runners will be off on the pitch. Into the gap. Here comes Carmen's throw. And the game is tied. Casperson scoots around to third. He's a winning run. Grady Lindekugel to the plate.
Let's go, Grady!
Andrew's first pitch is high. That ball's high, 2-0.
Come on, get.
Hey, we're hunting fastballs here. Here we go, 5,
3-0. Ball 4, and the bases are going to be loaded. Doesn't much matter. The only run that counts is that runner out there on third. That's the winning run here in the bottom of the 7th. Brings up Zach Burke. Hit that comeback or double play back in the 6th. Play at any base for the Lions. This helps them a little bit. Andrews' first pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Well, the game before us went 9 innings. Lions are hoping to get some more out of this game. Batter holds up on that swing. 1-1. There's nowhere to put Burke. Andrews is going to have to throw strikes here. There's a ball out to Baker. Throws across. Umpire calls him safe at first. And Kellen Sun is going to get an argument on that, going to ask him to check with the home plate umpire. The home plate umpire checked with him. They're going to call him safe. The Lions are going to lose this. And Capital has punched their ticket to Gisa. Umpires have not left the field. They're going to get another. Well, they're going to call in the other umpire, see if he had a side angle on it. And that's going to be the ball game. An infield single is going to end the game.
Oh, what are you going to do?
Oh, shut up. Oh, boy. Oh, heartbreaking loss for your Lions and the 5 seniors. Heartbreaking loss. Oh, and Wright's the first one out of the Lions scrum to get over and give everybody on to start the good game to the Cougars. Heartbreaking loss here for the Lakeside Lions. Final score, 3-2 in the bottom of the 7th. The Capital Cougars pick up 3 runs. The loss is going to go to Jackson Andrews, I believe. Yep, that Ficus left with 1 runner on. That was his. Heartbreaker. Anyway, a great year for the entire Lakeside Lion team. And, you know, give calls, emails, hugs to your young men, be they sons, grandsons, cousins, nephews. Give them your support. They've had a great year. And we'll see you next year. Roman Wright over and out.
And the championship game will be between Woodland Warriors and the Capital Cougars. And we'll flip a coin to see who's home team.
Aw. Hey, thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
Hi, Andrew. Good luck this afternoon. All right. Hope you guys do well.
So sad though.
Yeah. Charlie was going to start the next game. They were had the whole game.
Yeah.
And anyway.
Well, so otherwise a good season.